Welcome. We're about to give you a presentation to show you what one of the #1 lending programs. Also, you can look at this and say this is one of the #1 to top ways to earn interest every single day, compound interest, by you creating what I like to say is like a digital bank account. Okay, and you can start earning compound interest 1.5 to 2% every single day. Guys, I'm going to break this down, but first, before I get into it, I want to put a disclaimer, and that is that I am not a licensed financial advisor. So this is my personal experience, and anytime you invest in anything, you want to do your research and invest at your own risk. Okay, so with that being said, just know that you could potentially lose money at anything you do. So I don't want to say that anything is guaranteed with these numbers, but I am going to show you what I have been seeing that works, because this is a very, very powerful program. All right. First of all, this program is not for everybody. There's a lot of people that is not for. This is not for people that don't like making money. That's first of all. This is not for people who don't like to invest in themselves. All right. And so I'm going to show you how this program works, how people are able to turn anywhere from $1,000 to turn into $20,000 plus in a year, or how you can take $500, turn that to $15,000 in a year without selling anything. No, you're not. You don't have to sell. There's no products. Guess what? There's no recruitment that's needed. You don't have to recruit. In fact, all you have to do is begin to really look at it like saving your money. But, that's the way we look at it. But technically what you're doing is lending your money, okay? And you're going to get paid a daily interest, a daily payout for lending that money, okay? Now, this is how it works. Let me explain it to you. So, first of all, this is Davor coin, guys. So, out of all of the lending programs that exist, there's many of them. I've seen over 50 different ones. This is my favorite one by far for a lot of different reasons. I'll explain it as we go along. But we'll get that in mind. Let's talk about how lending programs work. All right. So first of all, I want you to understand lending programs work like this. You can get paid several different ways. The main way you get paid, though, is by you investing a small amount of money, and then you're getting paid every single day for that money. I'm going to show you how those terms and conditions look. But first, let's look on the website, right? So on this website right here, I got a link in the description as well if you want to sign up. Now, if you are looking at this video and someone else invited you, then go to their link, because you can, you want to get credit to be on their team. And I think that's very important. I want you to understand when in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, it's not about just finding a good company, right? Because there's some companies that are, there's not a lot of great companies, but even just by finding a good company is not enough. You want to have a great team, because the thing about these companies, many times they don't have training information. So you want to be on a team that's going to train you, a team that's going to support you, a team that's going to help you so that you are not making mistakes, so you can avoid the mistakes that most people make, and so that you can be able to maximize off this opportunity. So with that being said, let's look at the site. So first of all, first thing that we're looking at here is we're looking at the price. This is $54 for one coin, for a Davor coin. I want you to know when this ICO launched, this coin launched about 45 days ago, maybe less than that. It was only 60 cents. This coin has launched to over $54 in the past few days. In fact, it was only about 20 something dollars. Okay, so this coin can easily potentially be worth several $100s. Okay, so that's one way you can make money, by just holding and having this coin. I'm not going to go into that because but I'm going to talk more about the lending program. Okay, just for the sake of this video. Second thing is, you see there's $7 million in volume here. That means over the last 24 hours, this is $7 million that has been exchanged on people either doing loans, buying and selling. It's just money moving, period, with this coin. Also, look at this 1.25% interest rate. This was today, and 1.49 is what's happening for this most recent week. Average I've seen where it can be 1.8% to 2%. So the percentages are great. Also, I want you to look at a couple things here. They keep good information. They're giving out gifts. They're doing things to make sure on social media and making sure that the reps are growing. So I want you to keep that in mind, because they're taking care of the people. So we're not going to go into all of the white paper. When you come here, you can see that. I want to get to some specific things here, guys. So I'm going to be skipping over some stuff. I want to kind of make this video as short as possible. But I just want to show you just how this website looks on the outside as well as on the inside. So the lending program works like this. So here's how it works. So you can get paid up to about 48% just on the lending. Keep in mind, the company pays you about 4 different ways, but I'm only in this video going to really talk about 2 ways you can get paid, even though there are other ways. I'm going to focus on the main 2 that you get paid. So here's the deal. So one way that you get paid is by doing a loan. That means you just basically you take, let's say, 100 of your dollars or whatever amount you want to take, and then you're going to invest that. You're going to loan that to the company. Look at your loan it to the company. So if you loan the company, let's say $100 to 100 to 1,000, then they're going to pay you a rate. First of all, you're going to lock that money in for at least these are the days, right? So that means if you put in $100, your initial $100 has to stay in that loan until at least 299 days. And the same thing goes down here. If you put up to, let's say, $25,000 or more, that 25,000 or more, whatever that amount is, that is called the principal. That principal has to stay in for at least whatever that capital back day is. In this case, it's 90 days. The more money you get, the faster you get your money back. Keeping that in mind. But also, the more money that you invest, guess what? The larger the percentage they're going to pay you off. See, these are called bonuses, guys. Bonus is a good thing. That means add on. That means plus, increase. That's always a good thing. So let's look at this. So remember I told you on average you're getting paid, let's say 1.5%, when sometimes it really can be higher. But let's say 1.5 to be somewhat conservative based on today's rates, right? So okay, so we look at, we're going to say 1.5. So that means these numbers here, this 0.10, 0.20, these are addition to that 1.5, whatever they're paying that day. This is added on top of that. Okay, so this is a great thing. This is why people want to invest more and more money at larger amounts, because they get benefits, guys. There's benefits. All right, so they also have a calculator in here that can show you a little bit more about exactly how these lending programs work. So let's look at this calculator. Let's look at an example. So let's say you do, and I'm going to show you two calculators. Here's the first one. The first one, let's say a person's going to do $1,000 loan. Okay, so we'll say 1,000. We're going to say 1,001, right? Because when you do 1,001, it puts you here on this second tier, which is where you get the bonus of 0.10. So what this says is after 239 days, you get your money back. And by your money, I'm talking about the $1,000. Keep in mind, though, you're going to be making profit way before then that you have the option to take out, because you're getting paid in interest every day. So you can still create cash flow and take your money out every day, but it's just not going to be the initial money that you had in. It's going to be all of the money you're making in the meantime. It's the cash flow. So let's look at what that adds up to. So let's say you get $1,000, for example, in this example. Okay, so we had $1,000. Now let's say we do 239 days, right? That's not even a full year. Keep in mind you're getting paid 7 days a week. They're paying you interest. So that's every day. Remember, this is a global company, so business is happening every single day. People are doing loans, getting paid every single day. 7 days. So this is 239 days, not business days, but normal, regular days. So let's say right now what they're doing is they're saying, okay, $1,000 turns to almost 4,000. You see, that's 3,800. So that alone is pretty good. But we're going to add a little sauce on it. We're going to show you how to even capitalize that and go further. So let's say you say, you know what? Let's make it a full year. Let's add on to that. Let's make it a little bit over a year. Let's add another 120 days, because now you get a bonus. So now you're getting $1,000 that's now turned into $6,000. Now, that's powerful, guys. That's powerful. But I'm still not done yet, because you have the option to do that. And I want you to keep in mind this 1,000 that turns into $6,000. I want you to keep in mind this is that the percentages you're getting paid every day, you have the option to take some of that money out. So it's not like you don't have any money you can touch. You still can touch that cash flow and be living off of that interest, right? But I'm going to show you how to make this even more powerful, guys. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come here. This is called compounddaily.com. Compound Daily is basically, this is going to show you what happens if you're compounding that money. Because this example here, this is called simple interest. This is the interest not being compounded. That means, let's say you get that 1.5%. Let's say $1,000. If you get 1.5%, that's about $15. So this is saying you get $6,000 if you're taking that $15 out every day. But we're going to say, you know what? We're going to reinvest that $15. We're going to reinvest that 1.5 or whatever that interest rate is. We're going to reinvest it. And I'm going to show you what happens if you decide to reinvest that money and use this like it's a savings account. All right, so this is what's going to happen. You get that 1,001, and then you're going to say 1.5 interest. And then how many days was that? It was 239 days. So we'll do 239. Okay, 239 days. Oh, no, in fact, remember, we added an extra 120 days, okay? So what we'll do, let's just say 365. How about that? We're going to say 365 days. All right, and we're going to reinvest 100% of it. Let's calculate and see what happens to $1,000 if you're compounding it every day on average at 1.5%. Keep in mind this number may be a little lower, it may be a little higher, but this is just the average percentage rate. Let's see what happens, okay? So it tells you, it says you started with $1,000 and then a year later, 365 days later, you got $229,000, guys. This is huge. $1,000 turns to over 229. Now I know that sounds almost impossible, but it's the power of compound interest, and this calculator shows you how to do it. It says, so you had $1,000, you made 15. It took that 15 and it reinvested it for you, and now you got your 15. It was reinvested. Now it's adding money. You see, every day is adding. It's reinvesting the money you added from the day before. Every single day is adding. So now you see your numbers growing. You went from 1,000 to, guess what? Now you're at less than a month in, and now you're at what's this, almost 1,300, and you haven't even been in her 30 days. So let's look at 30 days into it. You've made $500 within 30 days already. Okay, so now let's continue to grow. All right, so we'll continue to grow. Let's say 60 days in. Now, because you've been reinvesting and you're not touching that money, now you're at about $2,400. Remember, you started with $1,000. So let's go all the way down here. We're at let's say 240 days. Let's say you stopped at the, remember the original 240 that was right here, right? Let's say, or 239. Let's look at 239 here. $239. This gets you $35,000. So the difference is you could have just had simple interest and you could have turned 1,000 to 6,000, and you can still do that. Or you can say, you know what, I'm going to compound my money. And when you choose to compound, that means you're saying, I'm not going to touch any of it. I'm going to click on the button that's let the computer reinvest, and I'm not going to touch none of that loan. When you choose to do that, now that same $1,001 in 239 days has now turned into $35,000. And I wanted you to also, I got to make the distinction, this is at day 239. So on this example, remember we added 120 days. So this is the simple interest. We added 120 days. So now let's look at the compound interest when we add 120 days to that. We're not even going to go 120 days. We just go to day 360, right? So this is probably about 100 days. So now we're at, let me see, that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're at $200,000, guys. $200,000. That $229,000. Okay, $1,000 investment has now returned to over $200,000. Now, I'm telling you, this is a disclaimer because I can't guarantee that these numbers are going to work exactly like this. But you see the potential of what happens, guys. This potential is here, right? Because there's some factors that come into play. That means, you know, that 1.5% may not be there every day. You may sometimes be a little bit lower, but guess what? It's still compounding and you're still getting paid, right? So keep in mind that, all right? So I like to put those disclaimers out. I like to tell people that because I don't want to guarantee things and people saying, oh, you know what, I'm supposed to be rich. No, this isn't a quick rich scheme. This is just compound interest, guys. So if you want to take a small risk and just knowing that you could potentially lose, okay, it's potential that's there. I'm not saying that this is perfect, right? Because these companies here, this cryptocurrency. But guess what? I think it's a risk worth taking because the key is to diversify your risk so that way you're limiting your risk, guys. So that's why I think this is a great deal, at least from my personal opinion. Hey, you do what you want to do, but make sure you do it based on your own decision. Now let's continue to look at the company. All right. So we showed you one basic way. Now all that is really just saving money, right? So now you're getting paid for saving money, right? You're getting paid interest because really, and it's not saving money. Really, it's a loan. You gave a loan to the company and they're paying you for giving a loan. They're saying thank you. Now, here's the thing. I say the word savings, even though it's technically is not a savings account, but that's just how I look at it because it kind of works like a savings account, right? Now, here's the thing here. Now, remember I said you're getting paid one way. You're getting paid to save money, right? That's just the way I like to use the analogy. But also I look at it and say, we're really kind of getting paid for showing people how to save money as well. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. You do not have to recruit. You do not have to sell. But if you do want to recruit, then all that's going to do is increase your potential earnings because now you can earn commission. Affiliate program works like this. You can go 5 levels down where you can begin to earn 8%. And you can go from 8%, 4%, 2%, 1%, 1%. Okay, all these levels down. So this is how that works. So let's say you're earning 8% off of the person that you personally introduced or they came directly underneath you. So how does that work? How does that work? This is how that works. I'll show you. It's a great question. I will show you. So let's say in this example here, and I know this is an extreme example, but I like to show you the possibilities here. So let's say a person is investing that $1,000, right? Someone came under you, they did a loan for $1,000, okay? Like we did here. They did $1,000 for 239 days. So what happens is you are earning 8% off that $1,000. So how much is that? That's about $80. So bam, you just earned $80 for them just doing the loan. But then guess what? They're reinvesting every single day. Remember they got 1,000, right? Their 1,000, they made $15 off of that 1.5%, and they decided to reinvest their $15. So guess what? You just earned 8% of that $15, guys. That's powerful. And guess what? They're reinvesting every day. So every day, 15, 15, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 19. As this grows, guess what? You're earning 8% every single time when they're doing that. So you're getting, now 8% off of $15 isn't a lot of money, right? But guess what? When it's coming in every single day and it's adding up and accumulating, that's powerful. I want you to realize this. I did some math. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but I did some math. If a person came in, let's say with a $400 or $500 investment, and they were compounding it, and let's say hypothetically, if they compounded and they made $13,000 at the end of the year, okay? If a person came in for $500, they turned it into $13,000, and if you make 8% of that, that means for the year you've earned almost $1,000 off of that one person. So you introduced one person who did a small loan for themselves and you got $1,000 over that year. Now keep in mind that all of that money, it begins to add up more because it's compounding later on. But I just want you to understand the power of you getting those commissions. Now that's just off of one person. Guess what? If you got two people, you just double it. And guess what? You can recruit an unlimited amount of people. You can have 100 people or 1,000 people on your first level. But you're getting 8% off of everybody every time they do the loan and every time they reinvest, guys. So that's powerful. And also you want to know you need to have a loan active yourself in order for you to get any of these commissions. Same thing here. If it's the second level, you're getting paid 4%. If it's the third level, you get paid 2%. So if someone comes in and they do $1,000, but you didn't know them, you didn't recruit them, and they came in from somebody who you knew, they came in on your third level, and guess what? They did $1,000 loan. Guess what? You're getting 2% of that. I think $1,000 loan is going to think 2% of $1,000 is probably about $24, something like that, 20 something. So you just earned $20, and guess what? Not only did you get $20, but guess what? Every time that they're getting paid, guess what? They read that $15 or whatever that percentage they're getting, you're getting 2% of that every day because they're on your third level. So can you see the possibilities of this, guys? Can you see the possibility of compound interest? See, if we're not doing compound, see, this is a great program, right? It's great even if you're not compounding. But if you're compounding, this thing is a blessing from God. I want you to understand how powerful this is, okay? You get paid 5 levels deep. You can find people doing small investments and growing very large. So look, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that because you got it. If you don't got it, I want you to rewatch this video and start over, or get with the person who shared this video with you and then you talk to them about it so they can help break it down to you. So that's one main way. You're getting paid for saving money, and also you're getting paid for commissions for helping other people save money. I want you to keep that in mind. Very simple. Now, other things I want you to consider when you're looking at this. We also get staking. That means if you buy the coins, right? If you own the coin, this coin is at $55 right now. Okay, this a few days ago it was at $22. Potentially one day it may be a couple $100. We don't know. I don't know if it's going to go up or down, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been going up and up. It's a trajectory. In fact, you can look in the back office and see what it's been doing. It's showing you there. So what that means is if you buy the coin, you can sell the coins later and get paid. But let's say you buy the coin and you just hold the coins, then you can get paid for what they call staking. That means you staking, you hold the wallet. Now they're paying you 10% every single month, right? You get paid 10% every month. This is right here. All right, if you look at the back, if you look at the front office, it's right here. It shows you staking. That means you get paid 10% a month of the first year. The coin is out 8% the second year, 5% the third year. Staking. That's what we have right here, guys. This is the staking. This is called a staking pool. So if you got, in this case, you see there's 14 coins at $55 each. What you're doing is you're staking there. That means they got to stay in there for at least 2 weeks, and they're going to be paying what 10%. So you're earning free coins, guys. They don't pay you money. They just give you free coins. Okay, but that's a powerful thing, and these coins are going up in value. Could they go down? Yeah, but I'm not telling you about this program because I think it's going to go down. Keep that in mind. All right. So also, And you can so that's powerful. That's powerful. We talked about the affiliate commissions. We talked about that. We talked about, here's an example. We see somebody on level 3 coming in with $1,000 here. I hope you guys see that. And you see when that level 3 person came in with $1,000, you see, look, there's about $34 came in right there. Now this was just today, right? And so I want you, and it doesn't show you that, but this was today. So as they're continuing to reinvest this $1,000, you're going to see this commission continue to grow every single day. I want to encourage you guys to do that. Now, I want to put, and now there's other ways you can get paid as well. You got the exchange that's here. You can buy coins and sell coins here. You got commissions, right? Your affiliate code is right here. You click on your affiliate account if you want to get that. That's there. Now, I do want to say this. This is important, though. I think people should know this. Is what happens. This is how your back office looks. It's really simple. When you get your money, what happens is when you want to get involved, there's a wallet right here. You got to have Bitcoin. You got to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the way to get into the game. You got to have Bitcoin. What you do is you're going to transfer money into this Bitcoin wallet. Boom, now you got Bitcoin in the wallet. Then you go to the exchange, and then you say, you know what, I want to exchange some of my Bitcoin for DAV. I'm going to sell my Bitcoin, get me some DAV. Boom, you do that right here, and then you click buy DAV. You say, hey, I want 5 DAV, right? You enter that, boom, click buy now. Now you got 5 DAVs times $55. That lets you know, okay, that means that's $250. And so you're going to know how much you got because it's going to say it right here on the first page, this lending page. Now you got your DAV here, and you say, you know what? All right, I want to do a loan. Boom, click on the start lending button. It's just that simple. You put in how much you want. You say, you know what, let's do $1,000. Boom. Okay, at $1,000. Then you say here. Now this is where it gets important, guys. This button where it says auto reinvest. By activating this function, what this is going to do is going to allow the computer to reinvest your money for you every single day. Now you don't have to come to this back office. Every time you get $10, it's going to automatically reinvest, and that's going to compound. That's what we were getting this right here, right? Remember we were saying $1,000 turns into those big numbers we showed you before. So that's what that is. Now, this is what you need to know, though. This is a trick here. Right? If you click on automatic reinvest, that means you will not be able to withdraw any of that interest until the loan is over with. So if you're doing 239 days, you cannot withdraw any of that until the loan is over with. That's only if you click automatic reinvest. Now, here's the option. Some people say, you know what, I want to compound. And some people don't care. They're like, you know what, I don't need to touch that money. And if you're that person, then click that button. But here's the deal. If you are a person that you want to potentially be able to, now keep in mind, that's just one loan. You can still generate other money and get cash flow. I want you to keep in mind, you can have several different loans. If you look on this account, you see there's multiple loans. So that doesn't mean you want to have money. But let's say, for instance, you're a person, you say, I only want to do one loan and I want to pull out cash off of that one loan at some point. But I still want to compound. You can do that, but you're just going to manually do that. And the way that works is you're going to start a loan. Boom, you don't click on that button, you click submit, boom, your loan is going to get started. What happens is every time you earn money, that money is going to go into this lending wallet. You see I got 10 cents right there? All right, you're going to have whatever you earned that day. It may be $10, it may be $20, depending on the amount of loan you put in and that interest rate that day. So what happens is now when that money comes in, once it's at least $10 or more, you click on the reinvest button. I can't click on it now because I don't have $10. But if I did, I click on the reinvest button. And guess what? Then it's going to give me the ability to manually compound it. So if you can do that. Now, if you manually compound it, you'll still be compounding the same way you did if the computer was doing it. You can still have those big profits. The only difference is you're just manually doing it yourself. But the benefit for manually doing it yourself is now you got the option to not put that money in there because you want to maybe take some cash flow out later on in the near future. But if you don't care about that, just click the auto button and you can just sleep on it, guys. Just go to sleep, wake up, and watch your money grow. So I hope this is a great explanation. I just want to reiterate the reason why I like this program specifically is because a couple things. One, they are on CoinMarketCap, and they were on CoinMarketCap literally within their first 30 days of hitting the market. So that's great. They've hit the CoinMarketCap exchange. Two, their coin has been going up in value every day. 3, lending programs are paying every day, and they got one of the highest interest payouts. As you see, almost 1.5% on average every day. Some days it's 1.8%. So they're paying out the highest interest rate that is safe. I know there's some interest rates that pay higher, but this one is really safe. This is a safe, consistent company. Anytime they start paying out more than 2% a day, guys, I get a little nervous. It sounds too good to be true. But this one, this is real. Another thing I like about this, they have a block explorer, so that means you can. With it. I'll see if I can pull it up real quick. But on their block explorer, it basically allows people to be able to see what's going on their blockchain, so you can see all of the transactions that are happening. So that's a very powerful thing, guys. So those things are very important for solid companies, guys. So they've been consistent. They've got customer service that's available. You click on that support button, then they're there to help you out. So I hope this helps you. I want to conclude this video. I can go way more detailed into why this company is so solid, but I think I've given you enough to make a decision already. So I want to be clear, guys. Look, it's really simple. People don't get started for 3 reasons. They don't understand it. They don't think they have enough time, or they don't think it's real. So let me talk about that really quick. One, if you don't understand it, let me tell you something. It's simple. You really just kind of you're giving a loan out. You're getting your money, your cash, and you're loaning it to this company. You can think about it like a savings account, because they got to keep the money for so long, and so you're getting paid every single day in interest. And that interest is typically about 1.5%. Okay, that's what they're doing. So and you can compound that if you choose to. All right. And literally, so you're getting paid to save money, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. And then if you earn, you can also, second thing, you get paid by helping others do the same thing. So you're getting paid to save money, and you're helping others. You're getting paid for them saving money and compounding their savings, guys. This is like a digital bank account. That's just how I look at it. This is not a bank, by the way, but you can look at it like that, because that's kind of how it works. This is a lending program, guys, that works just like a digital bank account. I love it. So look, let's get you going. Let's get you started. If you think you don't have enough time for this, guess what? That means because you need to you're working too hard for your money, right? So you need more people in your leverage group. You need more people contributing to your household income, and that's what this company can do, is generating you passive income. I just showed you right there how you can get a small amount, and guess what? And now I want to show you the big picture really quick. Let's say, for instance, you got $1,000 loan in this example, and let's say, for instance, it does grow to, let's say right now it says 200,000. Now I'm going to be more conservative. Let's say you got $1,000 loan. Let's just say $1,000 grew to, let's say, 30,000. Okay, I'm gonna be conservative, even though it can grow way bigger than that. But let's just say 30,000. Okay, and now let's say you're earning 1%. Okay, 1.5% off that 30,000. Because the way that this works is eventually your 1,000 is going to turn to 30,000 in about a year, right? So let's say, for instance, you get that money. You say, now that I made this money, now let me reinvest it again. So now you're in a situation where now you can be able to kind of live. You put yourself in a position where you can start living off of this interest, guys, because now you're looking at bringing in $500 a day, $600 a day, $1,000 a day. Guys, this works. It's real. It's simple. It works, and you can do it. So get started today. Don't delay. And I look forward. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're watching this on the YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.